Right guys, welcome back to the channel. Before we start, I just want to say that, if you don't follow me on Instagram and Facebook and stuff like that, like my page and stuff like that, I'm going to leave a link in the description, the social media links for, this channel. Today I thought I'd just do like a different type of video due to it being the international break and me not being able to like go to a match and vlog it, because there isn't no match on for us. I'm just going to go through like 3 reasons why I think that, West Brom are in such a mess, and, the 3 reasons behind why I think, the season's been so terrible. I just thought it'd be a different type of video. Now, I know a lot of people will agree with me, like, it's pretty obvious what the problems are, but I'm just going to, try and go through them and stuff like that. But feel free to leave a comment, giving me, your reasons why you think we're doing so bad. I'm just going to go through them quick as well. I'm not going to drag it on. Number 1, the players. If you look at last season, from where we got 40 points under Tony Pulis, after that period where we got to 40 points, we didn't win a game since. I think we've won like 3 games in 38 to 40 matches, which is dreadful. That is probably one of the worst. This season's probably been one of the worst seasons in Premier League history for us. It's that bad. It's just awful. It's, it's heartbreaking to watch. And like I said, touching back on the players, in my opinion, it just seems that, there's more to it than just, the players not playing well. In my opinion, it seems like, something's going on behind the scenes, which we'll probably never know about, like players arguing and stuff like that. And also the players who were performing well last season aren't performing that well this season. So it says to me that, people are unsettled. Obviously, you got Jonny Evans attack and Gareth Barry, you got the taxi incident. It just seems that, the players aren't good enough. Well, they are good enough, but they're just not being professional about it. And it's like they're not bothered. Number 2, now, I think this is one of the, the biggest factors as well, which will link into the 3rd. I think the owner, ever since our owners came in, he's barely gave us any financial backing. I mean, I know you'll probably argue financial fair play, but in my opinion, that's, it was over the top the way he was doing it, because you look at other teams, they've still spent money. Where was their financial fair play? I don't believe that, that we couldn't spend any money this season. It's just nonsense in my opinion. I mean, you got teams like Manchester City spending, what, 110 million on one player. I know that they like have a bigger fan base and stuff like that, but come on, 110 million on one player and he wasn't allowed to spend 20 million. It just seems to me like the owner's just there for profit. In my opinion, what he'll probably do is, there's rumours about him selling the club. In my opinion, what he'll do is, wait until the season's finished and he'll sell key players like Jonny Evans. He'll cash in, basically, and then he'll want to sell the club. He's never at the matches. I mean, every other owner is usually at the matches. I mean, for example, you look at the Wolves owner, you look at, the Villa owner. Villa aren't the best. Wolves are having a better season, which I hate to say, but they are. You can't deny that. It's their owners are constantly at the games, constantly watching, constantly tweeting and, giving the fans hints of who they're going to sign and stuff like that. And our chairman doesn't seem like he's bothered in that sense. It seems like he's just there for the money. He wanted to make us a top 10 team before he came in, and, he's just done the opposite. He's took us down the table. I know it's not completely his fault, but when you look at the 8 seasons we've had in the Premiership, we was under, Jeremy Peace for like 95% of it, and, he didn't give us a large amount of money to spend, but we were stable. I know you could argue, like, times have changed and, money's getting ridiculous in football, but in my opinion, the owner hasn't been good enough and he's to blame as well. Number 3, which links in with the chairman, the manager. my God, where do I get started with this guy? Saturday against Bournemouth, we've got a natural centre-back on the bench in, you know, that, who was it now? I think, yeah, McCauley. We had McCauley on the bench. We had Evans, who apparently went off injured, even though he's now been called into the Ireland squad. You know, why bring on Matt Phillips, who's been awful in recent weeks, for a centre-back? Why not just, you know, try and keep the lead, not flipping, you know, bring on stupid players? And in my opinion, I always back any manager we have, but I'm realistic. He was never the right man for the job. I mean, we've managed somehow to get someone who's worse than Tony Pulis. Now, you could argue that, you know, Pulis did really well, which he did. He did really well. And it seemed to me like the players, you know, fell out with him. And that's why he got sacked. But in my opinion, if you're going to, you know, sack a manager, get someone in who's better than the previous manager you've just had. Not someone who's, like, records awful. Where has he ever done well at? He had that one good season at Newcastle and that was it. He's managed about 10 teams and he's never done really well at nearly all of them. I just don't understand. I mean, everything's just gone wrong this season. But guys, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. See you in a bit, guys.